Hey everybody, so today I'm back again with some more Nekopara. Last time we played like kind of like an extra story for Nekopara. Today we're gonna be starting on the main game. I'm gonna play this for a while, see how things go.
ありがとうございました。では失礼します。
I'm not. It has voice acting, so I'm honestly I'm not gonna read over the voice actors. I'm gonna let them talk. If there is stuff that isn't voice acted, I will read that. But for the most part, we're just gonna be like, more worried about focused on this. Uh, Phew, this should be most of the boxes then. I'll wipe the sweat off my forehead with my arm. As the moving truck disappeared from view, although it was early April and only the beginning of spring, today's weather was quite nice. It was even a bit hot. Whew, it's a good day for a new start. I turned my head to look at the empty bakery, which didn't even have any signage yet. The brand new exterior wall had a western look with a predominantly white and brown motif. There was also a large window which let lots of sunlight in. And finally, there were the words that displayed the name of the bakery, La Soleo. Soeli? I don't know how to say that. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. Instead of the French article le, it was la Soleo, meaning the sun. This was a nod towards the name of the shop of someone I admired. Now that I'm on my own, I have to do my best, I softly murmured to myself. From here on out, no one would tell me what to do. I was going to start completely anew, despite the stature of my family's name and everything that had happened up until now. I alone would decide my path and take responsibility for what I do. Also, if there's anything that needs to be censored in the game, I will censor it, like post record, like before I put it up. In exchange for that freedom, I can't blame anyone else for what happens. Still, although I was a bit worried, the thought of what lay ahead made me break into a smile. Alright. Hold on, let me check something real fast. Okay. In any case, I'd better get all these things cleaned up. I took a deep breath and got my spirits back up. I stepped into the new smelling bakery. I mean, it is pretty artwork, I'm gonna be honest. Ooh, fading away. But yeah, I figured I'd go ahead and start this. I plan on playing all the Nekopara games, like, eventually. Because I think they're pretty cute, and I think they're pretty fun. So it's something I do want to, play through. If I can get through all of them anyway. What's with this big box? In front of me was a large box I didn't recognize. In fact, there were two of them. Fragile, delicate, absolutely this side up if throwing your company will be in trouble. The warnings were going overboard, they were getting annoying. Even if these are baking supplies, I don't remember buying anything quite like this. First off, they were boxes that looked like they came from my house. If these were for the bakery, there's no way I wouldn't remember buying them. There were no tags from the moving company either. All there was were those warning labels. Well, I'll know for sure once I open the... Ooh, what's in the box? Oh, boxes definitely don't be sneezing. Huh? So what's in there? Oh, it's just a cat, huh? Just a troublesome cat, jeez. Like that would fool me. What are you doing, Chocolate? We just saw each other at home yesterday, you know. Well, compared to the rest of my things, you are heavy. She ignored what I said. Chocolate puffed out her cheeks. You could say that she was always happy-go-lucky, or rather she preoccupied herself with only what was in front of her. Well, I guess that was how you describe Chocolate. While I was getting ready to move, I did wonder why I didn't see you. Oh, what's another one? Hey.
お久しぶり、ご主人。引っ越し業者のトラックの中が埃っぽくて、鼻がムズムズつらかった。
Why is Vanilla here too?
ショコラがいるところ、それは私がいるところだから。それに、猫は狭いところは嫌いじゃない。あと私も、こっちの段ボールも重いから気をつけろよーとか言われた。だから私もポコ、ポンスか。
Again, huh? In any case, Chocolate, Vanilla, get out of there. I was at my wit's end with the large boxes that had suddenly shown up. Anyhow, Chocolate and Vanilla got out of their boxes. Why are they putting themselves in boxes and getting in there with the moving stuff? Why is no one picking up the phone? Just what is Shiguri doing? I hung up trying to call my little sister. There was no way that Chocolate and Vanilla could have gotten mixed in with the rest of the boxes in the first place. On the outside, cat girls look almost like humans. They can understand words and can talk just like us. But more than humans, cat girls were closer to normal cats. After all, cat girls had ears and tails just like cats do. There were genetically modified humanoid cats that were commonly referred to as cat girls. These days, cat girls fit into society as pets and families or partners to humans. My little sister really loves to dote on cat girls, so our family has 6, including Chocolate and Vanilla. In any case, they couldn't have mailed themselves all on their own. Mailing living things through the post would be impossible for one thing. There's no way my parents would have helped with this either. Thus, I could only guess that this was somehow Shiguri's doing. I see, so Shiguri was an accomplice then. I always like the backgrounds in this game. I think they're really cute.
思ってたより広い。ご主人の解消バッチリ。バニラ、あっちの部屋行ってみよう。
They're so cute. Like honestly, I really like the character designs and the way they move, even though it's 2D. It really makes the game feel like more alive. If y'all know what I mean.
位置的におそらく寝室。きっとご主人の新しいベッドがあるはず。いやー、それは聞き逃せないね。もふもふしに行こう。もふもふ。もふもふ了解。私もそれはいいと思う。そうと決まればレッツゴー。
Don't get out of control or hurt yourselves.
はーい。
Without any ill intentions, the 2 cat girls were off and running. Well, the bakery did have living quarters on the 2nd floor, so I wasn't worried about them causing a ruckus around here. Of course, they aren't young cat girls anymore either, so I shouldn't have to worry about the— Ooh.
ご主人様のなでなで大好き。気持ちいいです。
Hold on, let me go back. I did not mean to skip all that. Oops. I wasn't worried about them causing a ruckus around here. Of course, they aren't young cat girls anymore either, so I shouldn't have to worry about them getting out of control too much. But besides that, I looked up an address in my phone's address book. Minaduki residence. Well, I already left Shiguri a message so she could call me back later. Without pressing the call button, I put my cell phone back in my pocket. I had moved out without saying anything, so for her to call me back within the day seemed a bit stupid. Well, it wasn't really an issue I need to bring up right this moment. I could hear Shiguri. I could hear from Shiguri soon anyhow.
ご主人様のお布団、もふもふ完了であります。新しいお布団、すごくふかふか。合格点。
Good work, you two. Gosh, both of you have major bedhead. Sheesh.
ご主人様のなでなで大好き。苦しゅうない。もっと。
Adorable. I tidied up their hair with a comb. Their soft hair felt nice as always. I lightly bonked the two of them on the head while they had their eyes closed. Now then, why were the two of you hiding among my moving boxes?
ご主人様が連れてってくれないって言うから仕方なく。ショコラが行くって言うからノリで。
You had no choice, just tagged along. You two. Well, I figured that had to be the reason, but anyhow, I recomposed myself and looked at the two of them again. Listen up, okay? How many times have I told you two this isn't a vacation or a picnic? I moved out because I have no intention of going back there. If you were at home, you wouldn't have anything to worry about. Sugary and the other cat girls are there too. It would be better if you two just... Ooh.
違うんです。これはお腹が反抗期なだけなんです。だから違うんです。本当に。朝早かったせいで朝ごはん食べ損なったから仕方ない。それにショコラはお腹の音も可愛い。
While listening to those silly excuses, I glanced at the clock, saw that it was already past 1 o'clock. Now that I thought about it, I haven't eaten anything since this morning either. Well, why don't we have lunch first then? さすがご主人は話がわかる。These two were as easygoing as always. They have like the voices are really good for them. It fits them really well. Oh, that's so cute. Little loading screen thing.
お買い物ご主人様とお買い物やー。最近はご主人が全然お買い物連れて行ってくれなかったからショコラのテンションが青天井。にゃー。バニラだって実はウキウキしてるくせに。ほーらほっぺふにふにしちゃうぞ。ショコラくすぐった。ダメ。
You'll bother those around us, so try not to get too carried away, you two. Since the refrigerator was empty, we headed to the nearby shopping district to buy groceries. From brand name clothing stores to supermarket, there was an array of stores. There was even a drugstore with daily necessities amongst them. If you come here, we have just about everything. That was how the real estate agent had recommended this place to me. Wait, don't you two go shopping with Shiguri often?
もうしぐれちゃんとご主人様じゃ全然違うんです。ご主人はほんとご主人たる自覚がなくて困る。ショコラが不憫。
Hey, first of all, Shiguri is your master.
しぐれちゃんもご主人様だけど、しぐれちゃんはしぐれちゃんなんです。だからご主人様はご主人様なんです。
Aww.
全然違うでしょ。ね。理屈になってないけど熱意は伝わる。さすがはショコラ。パチパチパチ。
Never mind then. Anyhow, keep it down inside the store, okay? I parted from the two of them. I decided to hurry on ahead. Can't hide from the cap girls. They're gonna find you.
ご主人様、シャンプーはこれがいいってしぐれちゃんが言ってましたよ。これ毛並みがサラサラになるし、すごく甘くていい匂いがする。
That's stuff for you two to use. I don't need it, so put it down and come over here.
ご主人様、ひどい。ひどいぶった切りようです。よしよし、ショコラ泣かないの。ご主人はひどい人だね。
Don't just say that and then toss that in the basket all nonchalantly.
ガードが硬い。
I had to be on guard or they would sneak something in when I wasn't paying attention. They said they're gonna pick up what they want to pick up and you're gonna buy it. They even tried to grab another basket for themselves at the supermarket earlier. It was apparent to me how dreadful an idea it was when they decided to come along.
ごめんなさい、ご主人様。 しぶりのご主人様とのお買い物でテンション上がっちゃって。猫は素直だから仕方ないね。ご主人も素直になればいいのに。
Has nothing to do with being honest. I'm telling you, don't just put the shampoo in the basket like that. Put it back.
保証です。お願いします、ご主人様。何卒ショコラたちのシャンプーを買ってください。シャンプーもない家に帰るのは悲しい。猫的に油紙は気持ち悪い。
Nothing guilt
猫
tripping
ちゃん
about
た
the
ちシャ
shampoo.
ンプーもろくに買ってもらえないのかしら。かわいそうに。猫虐待で通報した方がいいんじゃないのかしら、あれ。
Don't put on some act to confuse the customers around us. Seriously. We'd only just moved here, but suddenly we already had disapproving glares directed at us. They're gonna guilt trip you into buying that shampoo, man. You're gonna buy what they want you to
ご主
buy.
人様とのお出かけは楽しいです。思わずニャンニャン言いたくなっちゃいますね。ニャンニャン。私たちのものは何も買ってくれなかったけど。
I'm not a cheapskate. Besides, I nearly got reported. After that, it was the same sort of exchange at the supermarket. The whole thing was so awkward that I don't think I can visit that shopping district for a while. Well, I guess you could say that was the cute side of cat girls. What's she smelling?
あっちからすごくいい匂いがする。本当だ。すごく香ばしくていい匂いがします、ご主人様。
It definitely does. What is the smell? I turned towards the source of it. What are we gonna find? Oh, another cat
いら
girl.
っしゃいませ。美味しい出来たてのたこ焼きいかがですか？熱々で鰹節たっぷりのたこ焼きいかがですか？
She is adorable.
あ、猫のたこ焼き屋さんだ。珍しいですね、ご主人様。本当だ。小さい子猫ちゃん、かわいい。
It was a cat girl younger than Chocolate and Vanilla. She waved her tiny hands as she politely drew customers in. In human terms, she looked like she was about 12 or 13 years old. Cat years, she was about 6 months old. The young cat girl noticed us and ran over.
猫のお姉ちゃんだ。私と一緒だね。にゃんにゃん。一緒だね。にゃんにゃん。喉ゴロゴロしてあげちゃおう。ゴロゴロ。子猫は無邪気で超かわいい。半端ない。私はなでなでしてあげちゃう。なでなで。
Oh, that's so cute.
すみません、うちの猫が。あの猫ちゃんたちの飼い主さん？
The owner of the food stand greets us. Yes, I am. Well, to be more exact, my little sister is their owner.
すごく可愛くてお利口な猫ちゃんたちだね。愛想もいいし、言葉もしっかりしてるし。うちのはまだ7ヶ月なんだけどね。もうちょっとしたらあんな風にちゃんとしてくれるのかな。
The food stand owner had a wry smile on her face like she was talking about a mischievous child of hers. At a glance, it was understandable that seeing a young cat girl made it easy to overlook these things. Mine were originally strays, so I don't actually know how old they are. The veterinarian said that they were twins and were now about 9 months old. My little sister's actually quite the education freak. Back then, they were really noisy. Really noisy, but it was all worth it.
しぐれちゃんがちゃんとお勉強教えてくれたんです。いい子になれるようにって。しぐれ厳しい。
そうなんだ。いいご主人様なのね。
あ、でもご主人様はご主人様なんです。しぐれちゃんはしぐれちゃんですからね、ご主人様。通訳すると、しぐれは大事な友達。ご主人って呼ぶのはこっちのご主人だけってことで。
Oh.
愛されてるんだね、ご主人様は。
Well, I am grateful. She lightly nudged me with her elbow. I responded with an embarrassed, forced smile. Hearing this kind of stuff in public sure was embarrassing.
子猫ちゃん、ちょっと上向いてごらん。こう？すきやり。ゴロゴロゴ
three of them were getting along very well. The food stand owner looked fondly at them from nearby.
うちの子ももともと野良だったんだよね。今日みたいにたこ焼き売ってたらお腹空かせて寄ってきてさ、そのまま拾って今じゃ自分の娘みたいなもんになってさ、店まで手伝ってくれるようになってね。人型猫が流行したこともあったけど、普通の猫の何倍も飼うのが大変だからね。
Her words seemed tinged with blame and worry. She grumbled, letting out a sigh. Not that long ago, it wasn't rare to see stray humanoid cats just wandering throughout town. But now it was more likely for one to see humanoid cats that were well loved by their owners. Since the amount of unfortunate humanoid cats had decreased, there was more of a balance and owners were quite elated.
ほんと責任感のない連中ばっかりで嫌気もさすけど、でもそいつらのおかげで可愛い娘に会えたのかなって思うと何とも言えないけどね。
It was a bright and honest laugh. I nodded in agreement. That's true. This must be like how pets find their way back to their owners. I smiled at such an uncharacteristic thought for me. Where are we going next? I guess the only time to tell. Oh, yeah,
そうだった。お姉ちゃんたち、たこ焼きはいかがですか？熱々で大きいタコが入ってて、すっごく美味しいですよ。すっごく美味しいたこ焼き。でもこれから帰ってご飯だから。ご主人が作ってくれるから。ごめん。
Chocolate and Vanilla's shoulders drooped downheartedly. As they hung their heads, I rubbed them from behind. I took a look at the little takoyaki seller. Okay, 3 orders of takoyaki. Can you do that for me?
たこ焼き3つ？
Her large eyes blinked as she tilted her head in confusion. Yeah, for me, chocolate and vanilla. Could you do that for me?
はい、たこ焼き3つですね。
Oh, that's so
ご主人様、オーダー
cute.
です。たこ焼き3つ。
That's so cute.
ご主人。
It's going to take time to get home and make food after all. Besides, I want to try the takoyaki here too.
はい、そこらも、もうお腹が切なくグーグー泣いてました。すごく嬉しいです。ご主人かっこいい。しぐれがいつもツンデレ実刑はいいものですと言ってるだけのことある。
Wait, what does that mean?
はいはい、じゃあこっちにあるメニュー好きなトッピングと味選んでね。うちの猫が遊んでもらった分サービスさせてもらっちゃうよ。
はーい、ありがとうございます。そこらはマヨネーズかかってるのが好きです。ありがたくいただきます。ペコリ。私
My question was completely ignored. Well, I guess I shouldn't let it bother me, huh? I wondered about that as I looked at chocolate and vanilla, happily waiting their takoyaki in front of the food stand. What are we about to do next? I mean, other than cook, of course. Oh, the little loading screen things are so cute, honestly. Cute little loading screen. I feel like games like this really don't take that long if you read fast. I still can't get a hold of her. Were there guests over today? When I checked the clock, it was past 10 o'clock already. Since then, I tried calling Shiguri several times, but couldn't get through to her. And just like that, it had already gotten this late. I've never gone this long without hearing from Shigure. I really didn't understand my family schedule at all.
ご主人様、ご主人様。久しぶりに一緒にお風呂入りましょう。お背中流してあげますから。
Oh, that's so
私た
cute.
ちの発育が良くなってからお風呂入れてくれなくなったご主人のエロ。
You haven't even grown that much. What are you two talking about?
にゃにゃにゃ、にゃんですか。ショコラとバニラはもう立派なレディー猫だってしぐれちゃんが言ってましたし。その発言がセクハラ。猫の尊厳を踏みにじってる。それにショコラは今くらいがアイデンティティ。
Vanilla, you're the one changing the subject. In any case, don't worry about the bath. You two need to get ready to go home.
にゃ、帰る支度？ショコラの家はご主人様のお家ですけども。 ショコラの隣が私の居場所だし、あとご主人かっこいい。なんか妙に男前に見えてきた。
Stop feigning ignorance, you two. Cut that out. The two of them looked my way, about to distract me again. Since Shigure's are picking up, I'll take you two home. So get ready to leave. Chocolate and Vanilla turned away from me and cast their gazes downwards. Returning home on the same day I had moved out seemed to be such a stupid idea that I did hesitate a bit. There was no other way, nor was there time for excuses. I looked towards Chocolate and Vanilla as they hung their heads in silence and continued on. Listen up, you two. I'm going to open my bakery. I've got no one to rely on, so I don't know how things will turn out. With all this going on, I don't know if I can take care of you two, get it? I mean, it's already going to be difficult enough just looking after myself. It was a quiet voice I could barely hear. Chocolate said something with her head down. What did you say? Ooh. I came closer and asked her to repeat herself. Ooh. What? Wait, hey, Chocolate. Dang, she ran off because you told her she had to go home. They're both mad because you tried to tell them to go home. Wait, stop. Vanilla, why are you running away too? They said they're not going home. It's dangerous, so stop running around. If you fall, you'll get hurt. Maybe so in Chocolate's case. But aren't you bad with physical activity? Come on, I've got you now, Chocolate. I am not. It's because you two are running around. Hey, stop it. You're still going to run? I've got you now, Vanilla. Oh, Chocolate, stop. Really stop. Like I said, stop running. Two of them didn't listen to a word I said. They continued to mess with me. And that was how the first night went. That's so cute, though. Aww. For now, I'll let you stay, but only for tonight. I don't have guest beds or futons, okay? While all that was happening, 11 o'clock became midnight. Even if I took them home, everyone's sure to be asleep by now. The one glimmer of hope I had that Sugar would call me back didn't happen. So I decided that taking them home tomorrow was my first priority. Cleverly, they had even brought pajamas. They knew what they were doing. They came to stay. They didn't come to go home. Just how much planning went into their schemes anyways. Really, if you two sleep there, where will I? Don't get ahead of yourself, you two. A single bed for 3 people was too crowded. They don't care. I watched the two of them lie down and curl up on the floor of an empty room without even curtains. That's way too pitiful of a sight to be called praiseworthy. That's something only strange people would say. Where do these cat girls get this information from anyways? Well, they probably read a lot of books and watched TV in Shigure's room. Chocolate isn't good with kanji characters, so she only reads picture books though. Ooh, they had a whole plan when they came and intruded on your move out. They had themselves in boxes and everything. They were ready. Whatever, you two. Or whatever. Or whatever. You two go to sleep in my bed. It still gets pretty cold at night in April after
そ
all.
したらご主人様はどうするんですか？ショコラの隣？
I'm going to sleep on the sofa in the living room. The sofa can fit one person, and there's air conditioning in there if I need
ダメで
it.
すよ。それならショコラがソファーで寝ますから。ご主人様はバニラと一緒にお布団で寝てください。私こそソファーのが落ち着く。ショコラとご主人でベッド使えばいい。
They moved quickly towards me like lions catching their prey. I placed my hands on their head and spoke in a clear and stern voice. Listen up, I will sleep on the sofa, and you two will sleep in my bed. Those are your master's orders, understood?
ご主人様。
This is an adorable picture.
ご主人。
That looks so sad. I said it like that deliberately. The two of them looked as if they wanted to say something, but they hesitated. They lowered their heads apologetically.
ごめんなさい。ご主人様。ごめんなさい。ご主人。
They mustered out. They looked like they were on the verge of tears. Their obedience had the exact opposite of the effect I expected it. It filled me with guilt. I felt a prickling sensation in my chest. The pain left me as I sighed and rubbed the two of them on the head. Come on, get going.
はい。
Oh, they look so sad to have to go to sleep. Good night. If anything happens, call for me right away.
はい。おやすみなさい。ご主人様。おやすみ。ご主人。
I gently rubbed the heads of the two dispirited cat girls once more. See you in the morning. With that said, I turned the lights off in the room.
ご主人様。本当にごめんなさい。迷惑をかけてしまって。
Her vanishing voice echoed slightly in the darkened room. The pain on my heart from before became even sharper. I swallowed that pain and replied cheerfully, "It's okay if it's just for one night. Don't worry about
ご
it.
主人様。
Now then, go to sleep." I really shouldn't act on my emotions, huh? I laid down on the sofa. I sighed while staring at the ceiling. If I gave in to my emotions, the result would just lead to more sadness. If I used kind or hopeful words, they would all end up as lies. It's pretty uncool of me to be so passive like this. While I continue to pile on insults and make excuses for my actions. Dang, dude beating himself up because he told him to go to bed. I closed my eyes and waited for sleep to take over. You make this sound so sad. Like, you literally just told him to go to bed. They literally just invaded your move-in. So cute. Ooh, it's morning already. So what's about to happen now?
その件に関しては、ショコラとバニラの意思を尊重したいと思います。ショコラとバニラがちゃんと納得したら迎えに行きますので。
Was what she told me when I was finally able to get in touch with her. Without any margin of negotiation space, I was struck down. But Shigure, even if you say that I don't think chocolate and vanilla
と
will...
ころで兄様、この妹目に今朝の愛のささやきを。
Don't make it sound like it's a daily ritual or something. In any case...
すみません。お父様から呼ばれましたので失礼いたします。
Which means she's not coming to get them and you're finna be stuck.
愛してますわ、兄様。ではまた。
Oh wait, Shigure. She's not coming to get them cat girls. You finna be stuck with them. Seriously? As the ruthless electronic buzz of the drop call echoed, I stared at my cell phone. And here I thought that I could sort all of this out if I could just talk to Shigure.
朝ごはん美味しいですね。
Why she sound like that when she eating?
ご主人様のご飯はいつでも美味しいですにゃ。ショコラ、ほっぺにケチャップついてる。芸術的に可愛い。舐めてあげちゃう。ペロペロ。
The cat girls in question were happily stuffing themselves with sandwiches. These sandwiches incidentally contained tomato, cheese, and lettuce. With an over-easy fried egg tucked inside all of that, it was a simple meal. Breakfast was pretty much like this. Two are definitely going home today,
ご
okay?
主人様はショコラたちといるの楽しくないですか？ショコラは楽しいですよ。もうそれは今世紀最大級に。昨晩はご主人だって結構お楽しみだったくせに。
Stop with all their deliberately misleading words. I sighed at their happy-go-lucky mindset. I took the opportunity to fill their empty glasses with milk. The eating habits of cat girls were pretty much the same as those of humans, so that part was straightforward. Of course, what they liked and disliked depended on each individual cat girl. In the end, I wasn't able to get everything put away yesterday. Today, I really do have to start getting ready for the bakery's opening, too. That's why I don't have time to relax and play with you two. Be good girls and go home. I said that to them with a sandwich in my hand.
ここにショコラがいたらご主人様は迷惑ですか？
She put her sandwich down on her plate. And just like yesterday, she looked at me with upturned eyes. Yes, it's a problem. I answered her clearly.
そうですか。
Dang,
そうですよね。やっぱり。
she got sad real fast. Her shoulders drooped more than before. The ears, which sat on top of her head, drooped downheartedly too.
ショコラ。
And then make fun of anything Vanilla could only look on with concern. The pain from last night pricked at my heart again. I tilted the already cooled coffee cup as my emotions dull and impeded by my judgment.
それでもショコラはご主人様のところに。
Her usually always perky ears were drooping. Chocolate was speaking clearly under her own volition.
ショコラがいるなら私もここにいる。私もここにいたいと思う。
Vanilla's usually blank expression did not change. However, she showed me her strong determination. I don't remember Chocolate or Vanilla ever being this disobedient. That thought stayed at the back of my mind. But if I was going to be swayed by that, then I wouldn't have said this. That understood? They is not gonna go home. They finna stay here. You gonna send them back and they gonna come right back.
ご注文ありがとうございます。ロイヤルウッドです。ご注文いただきましたティーセットの配達にお伺いしました。ではこちらお店の中に運んじゃいますね。こちらの段ボールで全部ですね。では間違いなければ受領書にサインをいただいてもよろしいでしょうか。
She smiled brightly and brought out the invoice along with a pen. Okay, let's see. Looked over the sales invoice I received once more. Somehow this doesn't look like what I ordered.
本当ですか？それは品物が違うということでしょうか。
No, the stuff I ordered is in here too, but looked over at the pile of boxes inside the bakery. Inside of my tiny bakery was a mountain of boxes, a mountain. It was as if the inside of my bakery had become completely made of boxes. As you can see, we don't need this much tableware inside the bakery.
すみません。すぐに本社に確認しますので、少々お待ちいただいてもよろしいでしょうか。
Yeah, it's probably your sister and the cat girls that ordered some more stuff. Probably some more cat girls in them boxes.
大変申し訳ございません。こちらのミスで別の注文書と混じってしまっていたようでして、水月様の方もすぐにご入りようと思いますので、もしよろしければご注文分の食器を受け取っていただければと思うのですが。
Except this order. Huh? From all of this? The amount of cardboard boxes towered over everything. I was at a loss for words. If I accepted it all, it would be a lot of work to deal with all the new items. There's still things that need doing in advance of my baker's opening, so I don't mind accepting these. It's going to take a while to deal with all of this.
もちろん私もお手伝いさせていただきますので、私も次の配達に行かないといけないですし。
Look, you don't need to put all this pressure on me. From looks of it, it would take 2 hours or more. But to have it re-delivered would take double the effort too. Put the cat girls to work. Put the cat girls to work. Make them do it. That's right, I have a lifeline.
何ですか？
The both of you.
猫ちゃんたち本当に助かりました。ありがとうございます。本当にありがとうございます。では私はこれで失礼させていただきますね。
Yes, he finna put y'all to work since y'all don't want to go home. I'm exhausted. I glanced at the table where we had finished organizing, lowering myself to a chair and relaxed on my shoulders. What she gotta say?
ご主人様、冷たいお茶です。どうぞ。
Thanks, chocolate. Don't mind if I do. I downed the cold tea in one gulp. Somehow or another, the light meal tableware had arrived. Soon, I really had to get the bakery ready for its opening. I did say I needed any help I could find, and I really did need help this time. I could sense the praise me aura coming from Chocolate. She had a wild smile on her face and was in a ready stance to receive my approval. Thanks, I couldn't have done it without you two.
ご主人様に褒めてもらっちゃったよ、バニラ。柱の陰から見守ってた甲斐があったね。よしよし。チョコラ、ご主人様の役に立てましたね。やっぱりご主人様一人じゃお仕事大変だと思うんです。猫の手でも存分に役に立つ。私たちがいなかったらまだ仕分け続行中だと思う。
They're not wrong. Hey, you two are getting a bit too close. They leaned towards me for emphasis. It is true that without you two around, this would have been a real problem, but that's a different issue than the one from before. You two have to go back home. Besides, it's not like I could ask you two to work for me or anything, okay?
そうですか。やっぱりダメですか。
Her shoulders drooped along with her ears and tail. The enthusiasm she showed earlier had completely disappeared. She sighed deeply and looked disheartened.
お掃除でもしてきます。せっかくですし。
She trudged up to the second floor, still dejected. Chocolate isn't an idiot. I knew she was pushing herself to be bright and full of energy. But even so, this wasn't something I was going to easily change my mind about. It was all the more with how much she cared for me. Ooh, she finna get you.
ご主人、私たちがいたらそんなに迷惑？
She spoke quietly in her usual way. Vanilla tilted her head as she asked that question. You two aren't bad cat girls. That's why I can't have you stay here.
悪い子じゃないのにダメなの？
It's because you two are good cat girls that I can't allow it. She blinked as she took in my words. It was almost as if she was trying to peer inside my heart. She stared directly at me long and hard.
人って難しい。猫にはそういうのはわからない。好きならそばにいたい。少なくとも私はそう思うけど。
Vanilla.
チョコラのところ行ってくる。
With those words, she went upstairs. The sound of her small footsteps slowly disappeared, and before long, I couldn't even hear them anymore. Humans are hard to understand, huh? Inside the bakery, now devoid of anyone but myself, I repeated those words she had just said to me. Now that I think about it, that's a pretty inconsistent way of thinking, isn't it? Cats do not understand that. Having heard that said aloud, I began to understand what it really meant. Must be pretty nice to live the simple life of a cat girl, huh? I pondered as I looked at the name of the bakery affixed to the window. The bitter smile began to clean up the tea sets that had arrived earlier. You don't just let them stay. It's not like they're gonna bop you upside your head. It's not like they're gonna hit you for letting them stay. They just want to be near you because they love you so much.
今日はあのたこ焼き屋がいない。
Just like yesterday, we took a walk through the park in the evening. However, that food stand was nowhere to be found. It just so happened that no one was home on the day I decided to take the two cat girls home. So I also happened to leave the house key. I had also happened to leave the house key behind. So to make good use of time, I went to do some shopping before Shiguri got home.
あ、ごめんバニラ。なんだっけ？また旅だっけ？だいたいそんな感じ。
That isn't the right word at all. Chocolate, if you're tired, why don't we rest a bit?
はい、少しだけ。でも大丈夫ですから。心配かけてごめんなさい、ご主人様。
There's no need for you to apologize. She had a troubled smile on her face as she nodded. It's pretty clear why she wasn't in good spirits. That's why there was nothing I could really say to her. Well, there happens to be a bench over there, so why don't we rest a bit?
じゃあ私、何か飲み物買ってくる。
Ah, thanks. Something for everyone, okay?
了解。任された。
I handed Vanilla some change and offered the bench to Chocolate. Look at how sad she looks because you're trying to make her go home. The constant sea breeze rustled the trees in the park. All of that could be heard throughout the empty park were the quiet sounds of nature. I quietly sat down next to the disheartened Chocolate. Like the gently setting sun, time passed by slowly.
ショコラ、入ります。
Her voice was so quiet that I wasn't quite sure if I had heard her or not. Even so, she answered clearly. Without saying a word, I responded by gently rubbing Chocolate's head.
何は、ご主人様に電話してもいいですか？
Yeah.
また、ご主人様のところに遊びに来てもいいですか？
Yeah.
ご主人様は、ショコラたちのことは、ちゃんと毎日思い出してくれますか？ショコラ、離れてても、ご主人様って呼んでてもいいですか？
Her voice trembled as she frantically wiped away her tears. She stifled her sobbing and her voice became strained. She looked pained as she did her best to hold back her emotions, biting her lips. I held back my irresponsible words that were on the brink of coming out with all my strength. Yeah, of course I will. You made her cry.
ごめんなさい、主人様。
I was frustrated at myself for saying nothing. I was empty. I could only offer condolences that could not be put into words. I rubbed Chocolate's head as gently as I could.
やっぱりご主人様は優しいですね。
I don't really think I'm kind at all.
主人様、前も同じこと言ってましたから。
Before? Chocolate closed her eyes and smiled.
覚えてますか？ショコラとバニラを。
Do you remember when Chocolate and Oh, she already read
ご主
that.
人様としぐれちゃんが連れて帰ってくれた時のこと。
Of course I remember that. Oh. It was a cold day half a year ago. Chocolate and Vanilla were huddled together crying by the side of the road. They were still so young they couldn't even speak yet. It was that day that I embraced their small, cold bodies and took them home with me. There was no way I could simply forget that important day when our family grew. In the beginning, you two really couldn't get used to things at home.
あの時は知らないお家で知らない人と猫ばっかりで怖くて。
You two wouldn't eat at all, which really worried Shigure.
はい、とっても心配かけちゃいました。
I started to hear a tiny bit of laughter in her voice as we reminisced about the past.
ショコラとバニラが熱を出した時のことも覚えてますか？
I definitely do remember that. Ooh, another fade. I bet it's gonna be a adorable picture. No picture. Oh yeah, they have a picture. It was a few days after we brought Chocolate and Vanilla home. At that point, they'd occasionally drink some water. And as always, they didn't really touch their food. The combination of malnourishment and cold weather had really begun to weaken their bodies. They both developed high fevers and were in pain.
あの時は夜中で誰にも気づいてもらえなくて。 にかく苦しくて辛くて寂しくて声も出せなくて手も足も全然動かなくて助けて誰か助けてって思いながらただただ泣いてたんです。そしたら
It's alright, I'm with you too, so don't worry.
ご主人様が大きくてあったかい手でずっとそばで大丈夫大丈夫って言い続けてくれて、ショコラとバニラのこと撫で続けてくれてました。朝になって病院に行くまでずっとそばにいてくれて、不安で心細かったのが全部嘘だったみたいに。あの時も同じこと言ってました。俺は別に優しくなんかないって。でもショコラたちはご主人様が助けてくれなかったらここにいなかったです。あの時ご主人様がそばにいてくれなかったら誰も信じられないままでした。ご主人様のおかげでご飯も食べれるようになりました。しぐれちゃんともみんなとも仲良くなりました。だからあの時からショコラのご主人様はご主人様になったんです。ショコラはそれからずっと優しいご主人様のことが大好きなんですよ。
I wish that her tear-filled eyes would not spill over. Those tears were filled with anxiety, sadness, and happiness. She smiled all she could before me.
だからショコラはご主人様がいなくなっちゃうって聞いて、いても立ってもいられなくて、どうしても一緒に行きたくて、しぐれちゃんにお願いをしたんです。
She said that with the faintest of smiles, one that seemed as if it would disappear at any moment. Those words were so gentle and warm, but there was also an undeniable sadness and emptiness mixed in with them. Chocolate. I was the one she was saying all this to. Even so, the only thing I could say back to her was her name.
お金のこととか難しいことはやっぱり猫にはわからないです。でもやっぱりショコラはご主人様のそばにいたいんです。
And he's still trying to send y'all home.
ご主人様が辛くて大変そうなのなんとなくわかります。本当になんとなくですけど、お掃除でもお洗濯でもお料理でもショコラがお手伝いできることは何でもしますから。今すぐにはできなくても絶対にちゃんとできるようになりますから。だからもう一度だけショコラはご主人様と一緒に。
Chocolate voiced her feelings clearly, once again, and barely kept her tears from overflowing. Chocolate, if you could be with me. I was engulfed by my inner thoughts which were ready to overflow. So are you gonna send them home or are you gonna let them stay? She yearned for me so earnestly. For her to so innocently believe in me, there should be no reason for me to be against it. That day, Chocolate and Vanilla became an important part of my family. As long as they were with me, the days would be bright and enjoyable. I was simply selfish for just leaving home like that. I didn't want to get my dear family wrapped up in my selfishness, or have them experience any unnecessary hardship because of me. You two are important to me after all.
私たちは猫だから自分に素直なだけ。
My inner conflict was disrupted by Vanilla. Vanilla had returned at some point. She looked straight at me as she sat at Chocolate's side.
私なら楽しいことならショコラと一緒がいい。たとえ辛いことでもショコラと一緒にいたいと思う。だって一緒にいれないことの方が寂しくて辛いから。
Vanilla.
本当に好きなら迷惑かけたって一緒にいたい。それでも一緒にいたいものだと思う。私たちが幸せかどうかなんていくらご主人でも決めつけるのは違うと思うよ。それに大事な人が大変ならなおさらそばにいたい。何ができるかはわからないけど、でも辛い時にそばで励ますことくらい きるよ。
It was as if her gentle, warm, and soft smile had become the setting sun. These uncharacteristic words from Vanilla deeply penetrated and seeped into my heart.
だからきっとしぐれも私たちがご主人のところについていくのを許してくれた。しぐれはご主人と一緒に行くことはできたから、ご主人が本当にショコラのことを思うなら一緒にいるべきだと思う。
There was not even the faintest bit of hesitation. They were such honest and absolutely straightforward words. Who am I to decide chocolate and vanilla's happiness? Only those words continued to strongly resonate in my mind, which was otherwise empty.
たとえ何不自由のない暮らしでもご主人様がいないのは嫌なんです。いくら大変でもショコラはご主人様と一緒にいたいんです。だからお願いします。ご主人様のそばにいさせてください。ここがショコラがいたい場所なんです。
She was on the verge of tears, but Chocolate's face lit up. There were nothing but absolutely pure, genuine words. Oh, what's she about to say? Humans really are. Sorry, I was pretty late when I recorded this. Humans really are the lost for words when it comes to cat girls, huh? Saying no to their words was not something I could bring myself to do.
ご主人様、それって。
It won't be like it was back home. You can't just live here however you like, got it?
大丈夫です。ご主人様がいるだけでショコラは幸せですから。やれやれ、ついにご主人陥落。いやよいやよも好きのうちだね。
The dreary moment seemed to be blown away by her dazzling smile. Despite all this talk about family, perhaps I was the one that didn't really believe in it. Thinking about all this from their perspective was very simple. Although I thought it was all still so immature. Perhaps cat girls are more human than humans were when it came to honesty. From here on out, we need to do our best all together.
毎晩大トロじゃなくて大丈夫です。玉木でいいです。お肉もA4でいい。松阪牛なら脂身最高。
Is that all you guys have been eating at home? Even if the road ahead of us is uncertain, I lovingly rub their heads, disheveling their hair. Alright, why don't we head back to the shopping district then?
なんでですか？お買い物はもう終わったんですよね。
We have to go buy that shampoo you guys like, don't we?
おー、ご主人かっこいい。ついでに松阪牛も買おう。
Well, today's a celebration, so why not?
やったー！お祝いパーティーですね。ご主人太っ腹。さすがは私たちのご主人。
Just this once, okay? This was the beginning of a bright new life. And together with the happy and high-spirited Chocolate and Vanilla, we took the first steps toward it. Ooh, where are we off to now? Ooh. Oh, it's a little video. This is cute. Aww. Okay, so it's basically kind of like the little intro video in the other one, but this specifically for this game. This is honestly adorable. So I guess it's like a little introduction to the characters. I will just let this play. I'll talk a little bit. I do plan on playing all the Nekopara games. I don't know how long it'll take. But I plan on like playing other games like between episodes of Nekopara. like this, I'll probably make the first chapter of this an episode, and then move on to the second chapter as like a different episode. I think the game has like 5 chapters. I'm not too sure though. But I think it has like 5 chapters. Hopefully it doesn't take me like forever to play all the chapters. But if it does, it's fine. Cause I mean, I like the Nekopara series. I think it's cute. I think it's pretty fun. The characters are all pretty cute to look at. And this little intro video thing is also adorable. Ooh, is that the end of the video? I think it is. Alright guys, so I'm gonna end it here. This is the start of chapter 2. I know because I just got an achievement up here in the corner saying the chapter's complete. I'm gonna end it here. And this is where we'll pick up in the next episode. So I hope to see you all there. I hope you all enjoyed watching this so far, and I hope to catch you all in the next one. See you later.